Are you ready? Anything and everything. Okay, come on in. We are business mommies. We are boss babes, and we are starting a brand new business.
That's great. Congratulations. I love hearing that too, because I'm finding that a lot of women are feeling they are at this place where they need help being empowered to go after their dream or start something for themselves, because the world isn't just throwing it at their feet, so they've got to actually proactively start something to be successful.
Knowing that you're a mom too, of how you balance, your work, work life, balance, and how what other tips
So what is the career you're starting, and how did you get to that?
So we are doing a network marketing business. We actually left a career where we met each other and had built a huge team. So this was a huge gamble for us, but kind of following our gut, and fell in love with the actual owner that came up with the concept, because his whole thing was empowering women.
I love this.
Yes.
Okay.
So we took our show on the road. So we're not from LA or California or anywhere. I'm from West Virginia.
I'm from
She's
Florida.
from Florida.
Okay.
Hair extensions, lash extensions. So something different, but it's stuff that moms and women can do themselves
To make themselves feel better.
Yes.
And confident, building empowerment. And
Do you know what's funny? I listen to podcasts a lot, and I recently was listening to this podcast about beauty. And like my whole life, I've leaned more on wanting to accept and find beautiful who I am as a woman without all the nonsense.
Right.
And so not that I'm judgy of it, the extra hair or the things. It's not a judgment. It's just I personally was trying to work more to a place of like accepting and loving who I was, like the way I am, without stuff.
Absolutely.
But it was an interesting, eye-opening thing that I'd never thought of when I was listening to this podcast, which sort of supports what you're doing, is they were saying that scientifically, like beauty in our DNA is part of our survival.
Right.
And because it makes you feel good, and that makes you function better, and that makes you survive and thrive more. In a short version of it, it was saying putting on makeup and blow drying your hair and whatever was important because of how it made you feel, and how the world sort of reflected to you. I don't know, it was interesting. I think beauty can be such a complicated. I hate the way we're all so hard on ourselves.
Right, I agree.
But I also love when there's tools that make you feel better.
Yeah, so we were never hair extension, lash extension, any of that's not us. We did it for the opportunity, but it also just seeing like, a mom come in and put a ponytail in her hair and be like, oh my gosh, I have like a long ponytail and I look so much younger and feel so much better.
Well, I'll admit it, I have one piece in right now.
Yeah,
awesome. I'm not going to take it out because I can't, but it's just one piece. And, it's really a perfect, I totally would take it out, but I don't know. You guys are in the business, so you probably know which one it is. But, I thought about, do I put it in, do I not put it in? And again, I'm really hard on myself about, it's fake hair, then you're just being a bullshitter, and then people go like, oh, you're so pretty, but like inside you're like, well, half of them are hairs, and and you feel like doesn't even count if somebody said, like, it's just, I'm not really even finishing my sentences, but you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. And I guess ultimately, well, I'm not into judging anybody. Like, whatever makes you feel good, But back to the mom thing you guys were talking about, moms work really hard. And they're exhausted. They work, they give and give and give and give, and nobody gives them anything back. And if it takes a long ponytail or some eyelashes to make them feel confident good again.
Yeah.
Did you say momfident?
Momfident, yeah.
No, we just made up a word. Yeah. Did you say that? Or did I just hear that?
Momfident.
Momfident.
That's a really good word.
We give everything to our children. Like, we give everything to our kids. And there comes a part of your life when you start to, you forget about doing things for yourself, or like, I won't do it takes too much time, or I have 10 more minutes that I need to do that, put my kids' shoes on, like.
Right.
So did I brush my teeth before I took the kids to school this morning?
You drop kids off at car line, and then it's like, so it's kind of just giving back to yourself of what a woman deserves to feel. So if it is hair extensions or lashes or a growth lash serum, which is awesome, that help naturally grow your lashes or whatever, it's just empowering women, building confidence with fun products that really can, it's in every lifestyle, you know?
So you guys started this business as a second business from something else that you did. Do you feel like the world is like inviting you to do that? Is it really hard? It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
So how many hours do you work?
I feel like we put
Non-stop.
it's nonstop. I feel like it's a 40-hour a week job. It
For
really
sure.
is.
And this lifestyle, it's worth it because I love being able to stay home with my kids. You know, I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. I love being able to work around the schedule of the kids, so it's worth it to me to invest time into it because it's like it's more time I can be flexible to staying home.
Right.
But then when I travel, you know, my husband's super supportive and it's really awesome. But to come away, we were like 48 hours. This is a 48 hours trip, and it's
so
you know,
and you're both, you were saying Florida and Virginia, so you flew here to do this event, and then you go back.
Yep. And then we'll do another one in a couple weeks, and so it's tough. It's like, you know, I talked to my son this morning. He wasn't feeling well, and you know, as a mom, that makes you feel horrible when you're
my
not
daughter's
there,
at
you know?
college, and she called saying she was hacking up green
Right.
phlegm or something.
Right.
And I literally, and then she said, I have so many loads of laundry to do, and I'm literally in California going, should I fly to, you know, Massachusetts to do your laundry? And you know, you just feel so much. I mean, she did not want me to do that, but I wanted to. You know, the impulse that you never stop wanting to help your kid.
And then let's face it, the reason why we do this is for our family.
Kids,
That's it. It's honestly, it's like I tell them, I kiss them, and I say, I'm doing it for you guys. You know, nothing's guaranteed in life, but you don't know until you literally put your heart into it. You know, it's hustle and heart will set you apart.
Hustle and heart will set you apart.
That's what it is.
We should put that on a shirt.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
But this is how, you know, this kind of.
This is how we met through network
We would have
marketing.
never known each other.
Never. I mean, like I said, West Virginia, Florida, didn't know each other from, you know, Adam kind of thing. And
well, I think that's really empowering. I really appreciate you sharing that story. I mean, you know, to know for other women.
You're amazing.
Oh, you guys are
amazing.
Well, thank you so much for visiting. Oh my gosh, and good luck with your company.
Thank you.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Okay.
But work really hard and don't give up.
Okay.
And like some days it's like a couple moves forward, a little bit back. Like life is always moving.
Yeah.
There'll be highs and lows. These are all just spitting out.
No, it's what we need to hear.
Good. All right. Well, congratulations. I think
you.
it takes a lot of guts, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I really hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking to me.
Honestly, I had no idea what to expect, but it's definitely something I will take and remember forever. It's an experience of a lifetime, in my opinion. You know, we got to sit there and talk to a working mom like us and get her perspective on everything.